All of us love stories, don't we? And we've seen games tell them in every possible manner. But what if one came along that did it in a way you've never seen before? No dialogue, no text, no pictures, not even environmental storytelling. Can a game just... Hey there, you like jazz? Because you're about to. For the unacquainted, the definition of jazz is that it's very different from all the other genres. Thank you. But for real, if I was asked to pick one thing that makes it different from every other kind of music, it would be... No two jazz performances in history have been the exact same, because while it usually begins with the head melody or whatever, by the middle of it the musicians are just going with the flow, bouncing off each other in the audience, playing for the moment. And while I do adore the music, I'm no jazz player myself. I'm probably never even remotely gonna know what it feels like to just lose yourself to the music, embrace the spontaneity, and just go crazy. That is, until I played Ape Out. On the surface, it looks like there's no story. Then you realize it's about an ape's quest towards freedom as you smash and plow through hordes and hordes of enemies in unadulterated style, building towards a bombastic finale that has an underlying message about animal exploitation and the potential it curbs within sentient beings. It's amazing. But screw all that for a minute. Because fun fact, this game that I said tells its story using just music, it doesn't even have a soundtrack. You are the soundtrack. How you move, when you kill, how fast you play, everything ties back into it.
See, the tune is just an excuse to bring out the you.
But even if the music is the main player here, let's not ignore what the other band members do beneath the surface. Just an overall fun game, but beyond that, as you keep playing and plowing through one level after another, you realize that this frantic struggle of an animal furiously smashing enemies in its way is juxtaposed with a drummer's journey through an arduous, improvised, non-stop breakneck jazz solo. Obviously, it looks incredible, as if a retro jazz album cover just sprang to life, but that doesn't happen until you spring to action. All these places you're walking through are pretty plain and visually quiet when you think about it, as if almost inviting you to fill them with color, and how much color you spread in the environment, just like the music, depends completely on how you choose to play. The level design makes sure you can't just memorize and optimize paths because the layouts are randomly generated every round in a gameplay context, but also it ensures that there's always some improvisation going on every moment. The entry and exit are always in the same place though, which makes for that perfect combination of structure and spontaneity, which again ties into the core essence of jazz. It's crazy how cohesively all of these different aspects of the game come together and yet let the music do the talking. You could go the entire length of the game without even paying any attention to all of this symbolic storytelling it's doing, and that's fine, because the game is still making you feel the things it makes you want to feel. It doesn't really care if you catch all its underlying themes or subtext or whatever. It appeals to you on a more mechanical, more visceral level because it wants you to quickly rush towards grabbing that next enemy as if you were gasping for your breath while playing a jazz solo. While the music keeps egging you on to go further and further, the game knows there's an animalistic instinct inside you that it doesn't want you to gauge, and it just asks you to let that ape out. And that is its story. It's not something you even need words to express, you simply play it, just like jazz.